Does medical culture condition students to become susceptible to committing mass atrocities? In this essay, Johns Hopkins medical student Alessandra Cosaini examines the harm caused by medical doctors throughout history, from participating in torture at Guantanamo Bay to committing mercy killings during Hurricane Katrina and the atrocities committed by doctors during Nazi Germany. Veterinarians, too, are especially susceptible to these pressures. She looks at the real pressures that lead otherwise good people to become complacent in committing acts of harm and how she might shield herself from those pressures. In human medicine, the patients have basic rights and protections. In veterinary medicine, our patients have no rights. What are these pressures that make us morally vulnerable? It's socialization and hierarchies. It's the respect we have for our professors, residents, and attendings, and reliance on their judgment. It's the use of euphemisms to distance ourselves from the realities of what we are doing. We call it euthanasia or sacrificing laboratory mice when we are referring to killing. And we refer to mass killing as depopulation. We are taught detached professionalism. We are taught that pain is needed to heal. We are conditioned to accept that the need for killing is an unchangeable fact. Some veterinary school curriculum still requires students to perform one or more surgeries on animals and then kill them before allowing them to wake up. This is despite the fact that programs exist that do not require animal killing. Some schools still purchase animals for labs only to kill them to be used for anatomy class. One Holocaust scholar and physician wrote, "Medicine as a profession contains the rudiments of evil, and even some of the most humane acts of medicine are only small steps away from real evil." And naive veterinary students do not have the tools to question what they are being taught. Once in veterinary school, we are taught our profession is supportive of animal welfare, not animal rights. But we didn't have a good track record of treating our own species well when they lacked rights and protections. Animal welfare veterinarians are tasked with trying to solve problems that shouldn't exist in the first place, like how to optimize the welfare of an animal housed for 114 days of a pregnancy in a gestation crate. They are tasked with how to end the lives of millions of animals during emergencies and infectious disease outbreaks. Because now the number of animals in one facility is too great for any producer to euthanize one by one. So they resort to sealing up barns, pumping in heat and steam, and waiting for the animals inside to die after many hours. In order to expand the market for pig meat, we condoned gas chambers. Only 2% of pigs were killed this way in 1999. Now 90%, or 113.5 million pigs, are killed this way in the United States. They suffer for prolonged periods of time before finally dying. So people ask, well, what is a better way to do it? But few veterinarians ask whether we are optimizing a system that should even exist in the first place. Our veterinary oath states, admitted to the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly swear to use my scientific skills for the benefit of society through the protection of animal health and welfare, the prevention and relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept as a lifelong obligation the continual improvement of my medical knowledge and competence. So now, isn't it time for our profession to have a change of mindset and advocate for animal rights? We can build a food system that doesn't require animal slaughter. Ultimately, if we extend protections to other species, we protect our own species too. Follow and like to hear more from a veterinarian who doesn't eat her patients.